Good morning. It's about 23 minutes after 9, and it's Thursday the 13th. Could have been Friday the 13th, been even worse. What can I say? What a night. For MarketWizards.com and eminywizard.com, reminding traders to use risk capital you can afford to lose. Market is bouncing. Found support last night, and we are now testing resistance. We had suggested anybody that was looking to skinny backwards to be done by 87.5. That I thought that was a key area. And you can see that based on this chart right here. So currently, anybody that played short side, I said we're probably going to need several attempts, could even get new highs above this. The boys are going to try to get that, knock out the high and try for that 98 to 02 even. But for now, we have to look at this as taking out both sides, and because of yesterday's range, and because it is rollover type of confusion, we're going to get some crazy swings as we have seen. So for now, all I can say is our first level of support that I can determine anyways, going to be back here, this 85. And I think that's our natural rhythm right now that's being negotiated. And obviously this breakout back here is important. Let's put it right there. This is a third time through trade. This is initially where I'd said make sure you paid 82s, and then overnight it drops back, and we hold the 72s. We hold this first level back here, and you can see this double just underneath yesterday's range. And that double, until that's broken, that is our primary support. Then there's another double. And when you wake up and you see these ideas, that should come to your mind, say, okay, this is yesterday's low that they're defending now. So I think, we'll start with like that 88 as a pivot, but truthfully, 93, 92-ish, that's going to become a huge pivot today and tomorrow. So I'm using this as you got to break this pivot, and this is our natural pivot up here right now, as we talked about earlier. And you have to watch the same way that this low, we got back into the range. We need to do the same thing here at this 91 area, because then we're obviously back into the range and determining yesterday's levels that are going to be important. So I'm looking at the scene of the crime, drop, found its support perfectly, and then the bounce. And then I said, early today, I said convenient trade is short side, but don't think it's going to be a killer short. It's going to be a profit-taking short. And that's all it was so far. So we need to see what the big boys want to do. And I'm referencing the contract for June. For convenience, because I'm out of here tomorrow. I'm traveling, be on the road by 7 in the morning. And so for me, it just makes sense to do it this way. And that gives me some time to get my charts and everything organized. And I will start that process later today. So here's our 5-minute chart. Here's our 10. And you can see where I thought the 65 should be a support idea. And here was our megaphone. We can see right where we are here. We're at this 87, 88 pivot. And we'd said the other day, a couple of days ago, we said maybe this is a megaphone. Well, it turns out it is. Not quite there, but, it's still a megaphone. So here we are. Typical nonsense by the boys. And here's our 30-minute chart. Look how good this guy was last night. I posted that in the room and I said, guys, take take a look at this, and I honestly thought that the battle would probably come back in and be in here, and then maybe today, then they're gonna, catch everybody trying to short during RTH, but they did it overnight and said, hey, we're out of here. Boom. So be very conservative first couple of minutes because we do have shorts on the hook, and perhaps we'll test some higher highs. But in my opinion, you need to drop losers fast today because we're going to get some. I would think we'll get some reasonable size swings in both directions. So be very conservative about your expectations, and bottom line is avoid trouble day. If you played early and got a little something, I suggested you save it and deploy it during RTH. So here we go. And anybody that's trading the first 2 or 3 minutes, you're not looking for a big swing, in my opinion. The market's going to try to feel out this 87 to 92 range. That's my guess. And anybody wants the gap, half gap type trade, tight stop. I don't believe the high is in yet today. I think we can get another high before we're done. I just think right now, for whatever reason, it's being protected. So marginal highs, be careful of. And we're going to take a quick one last peek here at this chart, which I believe is the best dialogue right now. 85, 84 support. The middle pivot is right in here at this 88 to 89. Zeke had mentioned that earlier. This 80, 89 to 88 and a half area, because that was the scene of the crime. And then this box up here represents what I believe is the target zone for now for the boys. Before they're done, that's what they would like to get to. Knock out this high right here. That's the controlling high. So we're using that for resistance. Saying, okay, you got to break this 97, 98 area. And if you do, then this target up in here becomes the next one available. And I would like to think that we can get some backing and filling. But you know me, I'm more conservative than aggressive. And right now, anybody's buying up here, these are aggressive trades, certainly. So if you really want to be conservative, then give it a couple minutes before you do anything. Because for sure, this is the range that's being negotiated right now. And if you want to make it 2 boxes, then these are the 2 boxes that I believe are being negotiated in the pipe. It's got to be, just by definition. And one of the things that I'm obviously looking at, and you should be too, is this area up here, because these 2 highs right here are the controlling highs that we're trying to run stops on. Remember, that was yesterday's high, and then we said 81 was going to become pivotal, which it did. So anybody likes short side, I'm saying hit and run. And if you like the long side, then basically what you're saying is, okay, I'm going to use a tight stop. I think we're going higher, and I could be wrong because I know I'm very aggressive compared to the range of the day already, right? Only pull back 2 levels. Normally, you'd like to get back to 3 back here. So this could be a case of second or third mouse gets the cheese. That's the way I'm going to look at this. And anybody that's buying, your stop is going to be this last low right here, 87.5 to 88. Conservative traders, best on the sidelines right now, my belief. Just some traders won't even trade today because it's rollover. Personally, I'm looking for short opportunities for Nibble hit and run. And I'm going to keep my eye on this chart, 5-minute chart.